The IGDN was founded by marginalized game designers to build their ability to impact the tabletop game industry through community building, pooling resources, and the education and support of emerging designers. Black lives were a part of the IGDN's foundation and will always be an important part of who we are. Black lives matter in all aspects of our society, and we stand by those continuing the fight today.
My name is Pete Petrucia, and I run conventions for the Indie Game Developer Network. On behalf of everyone at the IGDN, I'd like to welcome you to the 5th annual Indie Groundbreaker Awards. Indie Groundbreaker Awards are designed to shine a spotlight on excellence in the indie game design community. These awards recognize games and game designers who are creating new and amazing game designs that push the boundaries of innovation, that promote diversity, and that expand what it means to be indie. What started nearly a decade ago as a handful of independent game designers just looking for a way to pay for a booth at Gen Con has grown into an international volunteer trade organization that supports indie game creators of all walks of life. Designers, publishers, writers, artists, crafters, a group that shares best practices in an ever-changing industry, a collective that creates business opportunities, and a family of peers for the game creative. With over 100 members, we've brokered discounts on popular software tools and print costs, elevated standards on wages and ethical treatment, sponsored game designers from marginalized communities, and helped to build a more robust indie game community. Now, let's get back to the awards at hand. A diverse cadre of judges has been selected for the 2020 Indie Groundbreaker Awards. Each judge brings a unique perspective to this year's submissions. Judges are selected from both inside and outside the Indie Game Developer Network to prevent member bias. Shortly, we'll have each come out to introduce a category, and the winner. To qualify for an Indie Groundbreaker Award, games must be independently published, complete, available to the public, and released within the prior calendar year. Winners receive a cash prize, PDF bundle, and of course, their engraved Indie Groundbreaker Award. The categories include Most Innovative, Best Art, Best Rules, Best Setting, and Game of the Year.
Best Art. Previous winners in this category include Bluebeard's Bride, Fellowship, and Fall of Magic.
And now, to introduce the award for Best Art, please welcome co-owner, co-founder of Posthuman Studios and the critically acclaimed Eclipse Phase, Indie Groundbreaker Judge Adam Jury Last.
Hey there, this is Adam Jury from Posthuman Studios, and I'm going to be presenting the award for Best Artwork. And artwork in a role-playing game encompasses the graphic design, organizational aspects, how the rules are presented via text and graphics, and basically how everything visual ties the text of the game and the rules of the game and introduces that to the players, how it's presented. This year, the award's going to go to Humblewood, which is a gorgeous looking game that has beautiful maps, the artwork's gorgeous, presentation of text, different types of adventuring text, what is supposed to be read out loud, how players are rewarded, encounters, very cleanly and simply called out. When a game's visual presentation is complex, that can lead to clutter, and Humblewood definitely avoids that while still being gorgeous and detailed, and that's what makes Humblewood a joy to read and play.
Originally envisioned as a deck of creature cards, Humblewood quickly grew out of its humble beginnings. As the bright and colorful artwork flew in, it was obvious that Humblewood was destined for more. The art in Humblewood is remarkable. Under the careful direction of Leisha Hannigan, a skilled team of artists breathes life into the world of Everdell. Dynamic vistas, striking characters, and quiet touching moments lift the adventure off the page. Humblewood's visual story inspires players and helps your imagination soar. Still, as I flip through the art-filled book, I am awe-struck by the brilliant illustrations. I am so grateful for all the hard work the artists put into the book. It is an honor to be accepting the 2020 Indie Groundbreaker Award for Best Art on behalf of the artists and cartographers who gave Humblewood heart. Thank you, IGDN, for recognizing their phenomenal talent.
Thank you.
Best Setting. Previous winners in this category include The Way of Pukona, Arecibo, and Warbirds.
To introduce the award for Best Setting, please welcome co-creator of the TTRPG Safety Toolkit and co-producer of Salty Sweet Games, Indie Groundbreaker judge, Kiana Shaw.
Hi, I'm Kiana Shaw, a TTRPG designer and streamer, and one of the judges for this year's Indie Groundbreaker Awards. When we play games and roleplay characters, we don't do them in a vacuum. Rather, settings are one of the key elements for grounding our stories, contextualizing how our characters fit into a world that is dynamic and living and moving forward even without the direct influence of our characters. Great settings can be very in-depth in terms of lore and world building, or great settings can also be very light on the details, giving flexibility and agency for the players to build them out. The unique tailoring of systems and settings, as well as the unique perspective that each creator brings to their world, makes this a very difficult category to judge. But I think we can agree that all great settings give us the sandbox and tools to tell the stories we want to within the settings and game themselves. After much deliberation over the many amazing games and settings that we received this year, I am very honored to announce that the winner of this year's Best Setting is Afterlife: Wandering Souls.
Hi everyone, this is Elizabeth. I just wanted to say it's so amazing that Afterlife: Wandering Souls won Best Setting. It's the book that I am most proud of so far that Angry Hamster Publishing has created. Thank you so much to the judges and to the Indie Game Developer Network for actually hosting this event. And I want to say a huge thank you to Steffi, Danielle, Monty, and Bob, who were the core team who worked on this project with the writing and the editing. I couldn't have done it without you. And yeah, it's amazing. Thank you so much. Bye.
Best Rules. Previous winners in this category include Good Society, Damn the Man, Save the Music, and Masks: A New Generation.
To introduce the award for Best Rules, please welcome co-founder of Axo Stories and contributor to Fate of Cthulhu, Indie Groundbreaker judge, Alastor Guzman.
Hello everyone, I'm Alastor Guzman from Axo Stories, and I am the judge from the Best Rules category in the Indie Groundbreaker Awards. This category we have to choose which kind of game presented the best rules, how those rules were implemented into the game, and the experience the game is trying to give you. For this category there were 5 nominees, 2 of them Savor and Train Robbery. These games were focused more on the experience and they're very short and fun games. Free Spacer that offers a very innovative way of managing the dice. And finally the 2 games that were the final choice for the winner, which are Great American Novel and Mazes. In this case, Great American Novel is a PBTA system with fate narrative stuff intrinsic in the system. I am not from the USA, so I have not many knowledge of American novels, and I was able to enjoy the game and GM it, so that was a very nice experience. And finally, our winner, Mazes. Mazes is a game where each kind of character has a different dice associated with it, and you have to do all rolls with that kind of dice. This makes a very different dungeon crawling experience, and that's why it's our winner.
Hi everybody, I'm Chris O'Neill from Ninth Level Games, and we're super excited to accept this award. Mazes is a project that we've been working on for a long time. It's powered by Polymorph, which we think is a rule system that's going to help people to play more role-playing games, which is what we all care about. This award means the world to us because it's from our peers. We've always been in the indie game space and just over the moon. Thank you all so much for giving us this award. I would like to take this moment to first thank Dan Landis, who helped me start Ninth Level Games over 20 years ago. I want to thank Adriel Lee Wilson, my collaborator on Polymorph, They are the coolest partner to be making cool stuff with. And I very much want to thank Heather O'Neill, who is the president of Mindful Games, the very best person in the world to work with, a person that has encouraged so much with what we've done, and is literally the best wife anyone could ever have. So thank you all so much again. Thank you to IGDN and to everyone involved. We really hope that Mazes is here for a very long time. Encourage you to seek out Polymorph and the other Polymorph games like the Excellence. Thank you again so much. Thank you.
Most innovative. Previous winners in this category include Verger, Harlem Unbound, and The Beast.
To introduce the award for Most Innovative, please welcome the author of Only One Bed and editor-in-chief of the world's greatest role-playing game, The Zine, Indie Groundbreaker judge, Jennifer Adcock.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Adcock, and I'm an indie game designer. And this year I had the privilege of being the judge for the Most Innovative category for the Indie Groundbreaker Awards. Innovation is a really challenging subject in a medium where we all constantly iterate on each other's work, where hacking existing systems into new ones is really commonplace, and where a designer can make a huge leap forward in a single page. For that reason, I am honored to announce that the winner of the Most Innovative category this year is If I Were a Lich Man by Lucian Kahn.
Hi, I'm Lucian Kahn, zooming in from Brooklyn, New York. I'd like to thank all the judges for honoring me with the Most Innovative Award for If I Were a Lich Man. Despite the punny title, this is actually my most serious and political game. It's about the current rise of anti-Semitism and white supremacy in the US, told through an allegory about Jewish-coded liches resisting the attacks of lawful good paladins. As our government escalates in its fascist strategies, I hope my little game can provide a few new ways of thinking about the situation. I'd like to thank my friend James Mendez-Hodes for his research and analysis on the racial coding of orcs. And I'd also like to thank all the organizers of Big Bad Con for running the 2019 Big Bad Game Jam with the theme Folktales and Fables, which inspired me to work on If I Were a Lich Man. You can find the game for sale at necromancy.itch.io. To all the other nominees for IGDN Awards, congratulations and good luck.
Switching gears, let's take a moment to highlight one of our favorite IGDN programs.
Hello everyone, my name is Camden Wright and I am the IGDN Diversity Coordinator. Diversity doesn't happen by accident in our world. It requires a lot of thoughtful, purposeful work from a lot of different people to make it happen. The IGDN Diversity Sponsorship focuses on uplifting, amplifying, and supporting designers from marginalized communities as they enter the gaming industry. The sponsorship itself has historically provided travel to Metatopia, lodging, a food stipend, mentorship, playtesting, networking, and a financial nest egg to help creators towards completing their game. For 2020, we're adjusting to the current state of the world to provide new opportunities with a focus on testing and publishing the designers' games. We will have more details in the coming months, but we have some really exciting things on the horizon. If you would like to donate and support these emerging designers, please go to www.igdnonline.com and click the Metatopia Diversity Sponsorship link. Once there, scroll down and click the donate button. Thank you so much for your time, and now back to the awards.
Game of the Year. Previous winners in this category include Dialect, Bluebeard's Bride, and Seven Wonders.
And to introduce the award for Game of the Year, please welcome the co-host of the Glitter Dice podcast and owner of Drowning Moon Studios, Indie Groundbreaker Award head judge, Joey Martin.
Hi, I'm Joey Martin, owner and managing director of Drowning Moon Studios, and I had the honor of being head judge for the Indie Groundbreaker Awards this year. I was blown away by both the quality and the variety of games submitted for consideration, and because of this, it was extremely hard to come to a decision of Game of the Year. Since all of the nominees were such strong contenders, we chose our winner because we felt it stood out in every category, and because it was an example of design that truly makes a game groundbreaking. Your 2020 Indie Groundbreaker Game of the Year is The Companion's Tale by Laura Simpson and Sweet Potato Press.
Thank you. I am incredibly honored to be the recipient of the 2020 Indie Groundbreaker Game of the Year Award for Companion's Tale. I would like to thank judges and IGDN for hosting the award. I'd like to thank you for seeing me. I also would like to thank Dev Parkayasta, who is one half of Sweet Potato Press, and also my most steadfast companion in this entire journey, starting back in 2013. We've said these words to each other 1,000 times. So, thank you. Evan Wing for being an incredible project manager and a precious friend. Michael Miller for being my long-suffering editor. Thank you. Daphne Hutchison, Rain Wu, Tiara Lynn, Gesta, developmental layout of Nathan Jonathan, and Angela Bankhead of Banana Chat for videography and video editing. I would like to thank all of my backers, especially Dan, Kirk, Luke, Judd, Megan, Rob, Stephen, Nick, Ahmed, Ed, and Colleen. Without you, the game would not be as wonderful as it is. Thank you. I would like to thank institutional support from Double Exposure, Kat Miller, the One Shot Network. Thanks, James, Kat, Megan, and Alex Roberts. I would like to thank my Wednesday Night Creatives. Thank you, Sarah, Terry, John, James. I would like to thank Janaki, Brett, Carly, Kate L, Molly, at the Cred Bureau. I would like to thank my Smithies and Sisyphus, where I learned to love gaming. I would like to thank Misha, Julia, and Janaya. Thank you for inspiring me to create games for Black voices and giving me support. And with you, I am never satisfied with being treated less than. So thank you. I'd like to thank Mom, Dad, and Eddie for just letting me be weird and loving me so much. I would like to thank Reed Simpson Parkayasta. You're the future, and I cannot wait to play Companion's Tale with you. So I would like to thank everyone, my playtesters, all of the fans out there, everyone who said that this is a game that made them feel special. So thank you.
And that's a wrap, people. Congratulations to all of this year's Indie Groundbreaker Awards winners and nominees. Next up, Matt, aka Stormageddon, takes over. He's lining up interviews with our winners on Twitch over at DJ_Stormageddon. But wait, the night is still young. For more conversations about the awards, the nominees, and the categories, join us over at the Indie Groundbreaker Awards Discord server. The winners, nominees, and judges will start making their rounds. Did I mention the mixed drink recipes for your favorite indies? Don't miss those. So, this is Pete Petrucia, Convention Coordinator for the Indie Game Developer Network, signing off. On behalf of the IGDN, I want to thank you for joining us. 2020 has been really tough. We miss seeing you in person, playing games together, and just hanging out around the table. We miss you, and we wish good health to you and your family. Thank you for joining us.